Today I want to talk about the new supply and why you don't need to worry about the new supply. What I didn't know about the narcissist before I knew about narcissism is that they're always triangulating people and they're always searching for supply sources that, they see people as objects and sources of supply that they can get energy from. So when it happened to me, which it has happened to me many times over, I didn't realize that that's what this is. And what the new supply is a person that the narcissist can control. And I know that this comes up a lot, like when the narcissist moves on and they downgrade supply sources, like that you'll see them with somebody that's like very different than you, extremely different, and it makes you wonder, like, what's the narcissist doing with this person? And then you don't question it. Like for me, through friendships and things like that, the narcissist kept incorporating in new supply sources. Now at first I did think, well, this is to try and, push me out or throw me off or this and that. But, with the narcissist, they can't be alone. It's like they constantly have to have all of these different people that they can connect with in a row, because if they're not getting what they want and need from you, or you're starting to push back on them, they're ready to move on to the next target and the next and the next and the next, and they just keep cycling through people this way. And I know at first, if you're in the discard and it's very upsetting and you don't understand it, it really just typically looks like they're running off with someone else or cheating and stealing and, all the great stuff that they do. But I promise you, once you get past this and understand really what supply is, that the narcissist doesn't actually see you as a person. They see you for what they can get from you. You're an energy source for them. That's all the new supply is as well. And the new supply doesn't have anything better, isn't getting any different behavior. They're going through the same cycle, the love bomb, the discard, or the devalue and the discard, and it's around and around and around and around through people. And this is just how the sociopath narcissist goes through life, burning bridges behind them. And it's really amazing to watch. Especially I've seen, for my own experience, I've watched a few cycles, and it really doesn't matter who the person is. They could be any social status, they could be rich, or they could be a bum off the street. Doesn't matter what sex, doesn't matter anything. Just, whoever that person can latch onto to get supply from. And it gets pretty pathetic after a while. You're gonna notice after a while that the more you understand that it's really a desperate action of needing supply from people, and just not being able to live life in a normal way. I mean, this is what their life is, supply. And once you wrap your head around this and understand that, you're going to realize, well, you should start to feel better. And, because it's not you. has nothing to do with you, really. Whether the person that they go with next is, you know, somebody that's, I've seen it, you know, like somebody that you would consider like, you know, really like just the drag of the earth or something. You know, like really the bottom of the barrel. And you know, I'm not out there to judge, but I'm just saying, you know, when you compare yourself to a different supply, sometimes it can be pretty shocking. I mean, for instance, when I was taken advantage of in business, a woman was triangulated in, and you know, have you ever seen someone that you were startled when you first laid eyes on them? Like, that's how I felt. Like, this woman was like so gaunt and so drawn, and like these black circles, and like a skeletal frame. Like, she didn't have a sunken chest. I mean, my first impression was there's something seriously wrong with this person, or, you know, they're on drugs or something. So, you know, they'll use anybody that they can to get whatever it is accomplished that they want to do. And in my case, it was he needed assistance to continue to defraud me, basically, and would triangulate people because he needed support, though they would act as flying monkeys for him. And what happens with the new supply, they become flying monkeys sometimes, and then they end up, you know, the same way. They get treated the same way. They go through the devalue, they go through the discard, and I mean, the narcissist doesn't do this to every single, well, they do it to every single person, almost, but they always seem to have 1, 2, or 3 people in their arsenal that they don't do horrible things to, so that they can kind of prove to other people that they have friends. You know, they can go like this with like a few acquaintances. They're not real close, but say they've known them for over 10 years, 15, 20 years. And it's a person that's not really in contact with their everyday maneuvers of what they actually do. And that outside person really has no idea who the narcissist is. So the narcissist will depend on those people just to be able to prove to any new supply that they actually have friends. So that's pretty much it. The new supply is just that. They're just supply. They're not anything important. Sometimes they are another narcissist. So that can be interesting. It can actually last longer and become more of a disaster after that. But what the narcissist is looking for is people they can control. So that's why if you see them with somebody like, wow, you know, that's an odd couple or whatever, it's only because they can control that person and manipulate them. So that's really the bottom line. Always control, always domination, always manipulation. Okay, so I hope you got something out of that. If you're hurting right now because the narcissist has run off with the new supply, really, I promise you, once you heal and get over your feelings of anger and disappointment, and but don't be jealous of the new supply. I fear the new supply, especially in my case of the bad narcissistic sociopath that I dealt with. I, for a long time, really feared for the new supplies, and you know, it just goes on and on and on and on and on and on. And after a while, you have to just really just not think about them anymore. I mean, really, that is the end goal, to get rid of the narcissist, get them out of your life, shake them off, and then get back to yourself. Okay, so I hope you got something out of this today. If you like this video, please remember to hit the like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Take care, guys. Bye.